Hey guys, Brooksy Tech here, and today I'm doing a video about an issue I'm having with a remote start kit that I put in my brand new Toyota Tacoma SR5 with the standard H key. So basically the problem is I bought this remote start kit and it works fine. It starts up the car, but you do have to cut the TPMS tire pressure monitor system wires to allow the factory key fob to lock or to remote start the car and then continue to lock and unlock the door. So basically to start it, you press these 3 times. But you had to cut the TPMS wires from the body control module to out to the car and solder those connections into the remote starter, which that works fine. I don't have any issues. The problem is when I go to get in the car and take it over, if I don't press on the brakes right away, which usually you do, but sometimes you just get in the car and put the key in and just kind of wait a minute, like if you're waiting for it to warm up or selecting your radio station, I don't automatically put my foot on the brake. I get this really annoying TPMS warning pop-up screen, and later on in this video I will go over kind of the error I'm getting. But basically here is how I plan to fix it. I'm going to be using 2 relays, and I'm not going to go super in depth into relays, but I'll just kind of basically, I have this diagram here. This is just a 12-volt relay, and I'm using 2 of these. So basically, by default, you have the pin 30 and pin 87A, and these are going to be connected by default. So if you don't plug in anything else and just solder this to one end of your wire and this to another end, and then cut the wires broke in the middle, the wire will still work as normal, and the circuit is complete. But basically you have these a 12 volt and a ground, and when power is supplied from to these 2 pins, so basically you have 12 volt and then the current flows to the ground, then there's a little electronic switch that actually flips from 87A to 87. So my plan is, what I'm going to do is from the TPMS wire, I'm going to put this one to the TPMS wire is going to go into pin 30, and then 87A is going to go to the remote start. And then when there is a signal from the car, from the 12 volt, from the switch power, so once the key's put in, I'm going to tap into a circuit that only activates after that, but is not powered when the car is in remote start. It'll switch from 87A to 87, and then that will go back into the TPMS, completely removing it from the remote start. And I've already created a basic kind of circuit for that. I'm using 2 relays here. So this is pin 30, and these will go to one end of the TPMS and the other end. And basically, these will go out to the remote start wire. So I'm going to cut one end of the TPMS wire and solder that in line, and then another end. It doesn't matter which one, as long as that they go to the same coordinating ones. And then, so this is pin 87A, and then these are the 87. And basically what I did is I soldered them together to complete the circuit. So once these are powered, and this is just a basic tap, fuse tap, and then this will just go to ground. I haven't cut it all the way, basically. So by default, these will go to the remote start, so from TPMS to remote start, and same here, but this will get power. I'll find a circuit that only has power when the key's on, and then this wire will become dead, and then the circuit will be completed. So I soldered these together to kind of just create a loop there, and then so basically at one end of the TPMS will come in the blue wire here, go around the red, and then back out to the other end to the car. So one end will be to the computer, and one end will be the car. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'll first show you the error I'm getting, and then we'll go ahead and get this installed and see if it fixes my issue. Alright, so I am currently in the truck, and we are going to go over the error I'm getting. So let's go ahead and start by remote starting the car. So we'll go ahead and click the lock button 3 times. Alright, so as you can see, the car's firing up, and it's coming on here. Screen pops up, and as you will see, the tire pressure monitor light is flashing, which that's normal, that's fine. I'll go ahead and take my key and put it into the ignition. The light's going to continue to flash here. Alright, and then I just get standard caution, drive safely, and that's going to go away. And then now we have this tire pressure warning system, a malfunction. The tire pressure warning system has been detected. Do not rely on this system. Contact Toyota dealer, blah, blah, blah. So basically it's having an issue with the TPMS. And then as I go and hit the brake, the light will turn solid and go away. But I still have this annoying warning message that's going to also get logged into the system. So that's really, not something I want on my, new truck. The remote start works fine, but as you can see, quite the issue. And then you can just go ahead and hit continue, okay, and it's gone. But if you go into like menu and info and then vehicle alert history, we have all these alerts from when remote starting the car. So hopefully when I add this relay in, that issue will go away. So I'm going to go ahead and get this installed and see if it fixes my issue. Got everything mocked up here, just loosely test fitted. I'm going to solder these connections once everything's working, but I got the power plugged into a switched fuse. Ground's just hooked up, but I'll definitely short and clean that up and have shrink wrap all ready to solder those in. But I'll go ahead and I'm going to hop in the passenger seat just for a little more room, and we'll give this thing a test. All right, so we got it all wired up. Let's go ahead and give it a test now. So let's go ahead and remote start the car. So 3 clicks. All right, let it do its thing. Okay, go ahead and fire it up. And it's going through its startup. The screen's on, and we have a flashing tire light. So go ahead and put the key in the ignition, and we'll go ahead and turn it to on. All right, so the Toyota screen pops up, and you missed it, but the TPMS light actually turned solid for a second and then turned off. So that is gone. And then that's gonna go away, and we'll go ahead and see if the error pops up. All right, I think I would call that a success. Looks like that went ahead and got rid of our issue. This is for, obviously a Toyota Tacoma, but I imagine it will work for other Toyota models with a similar issue, or even other cars that also have a TPMS error when remote starting. If you guys found this video useful, give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. We'll have a lot more computer, server, and now Tacoma stuff coming on the way. All right, thanks, bye.